Hello. So let's try not to burp there. I've There's some good news regarding Postcode. Well, lots of my things. Number one, sorted out that issue that I was having with that quest. It was literally all I had to do was log out, log back in again, and it sorted it out. Not a problem. The other thing is I've now seen the the launch presentation for Gates of Oblivion, and oh, this one wants it. This one wants it very much. I'm going to be ordering it.
How can I help you?
There's no denying that I'm going to be ordering it. It's just a case of when. If I don't do it next month, it'll be the month after. Basically, it just depends on how finances go. So I'm not going to turn around and say, yep, I'm going to get it straight away. I'm going to get it as soon as I can afford it. There's no shadow about that. Looks pretty damn dope. Now, I would recommend going and check out the the presentation and then the reveal and whatnot and all that stuff. But in essence, what they are bringing out, I'm just sorting out the other stuff I need to sort out first. There we go. Is obviously
speak with me a moment.
I think is it Murkmire? It's the Argonian things. There's going to be lots of. It's basically going to be Oblivion. It's not officially going to be that because obviously they can't do it. There's direct copy, blah blah blah. But yeah, it's going to have the Gates of Oblivion. It's going to have one of the big Satan-looking Daedra whose name I completely forgot. One of the big princes turning up to go like, all right, we did a deal last time. Pay up now, mother truckers. Obviously, there's going to be a big update to the championship points. Like they're pushing the cap up to something ridiculously high now. Something like 1,200, and there's new things that options that are coming in that, which I'm thinking, yep. Some of them which involve crafting and things like that. So, okay, good. But the thing that is getting me excited in a good way is they're going to be bringing along companions, as in NPCs that will level up. You can maybe gear. The details are still a little bit sketchy on that at the moment, but if they do it like they did, say, I'd say the Skyrim ones, or with a bit of the what would I call them, the characters from let's just grab this game first whilst I'm thinking. Like if you ever played Star Wars: The Old Republic, the way they did the companions in there, and that you didn't need them, but if you were soloing, they really helped. They really did help. Like you could do like some content, like the more difficult content solo, if you especially like use like one of the healer classes. So not entirely sure how it's going to work yet, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if there's like your generic ones and the more premium ones and things like that. But as I get more news and more information on that, I will let people know. In the meantime, let's get myself a little XP buff. And one of those. Right. So yeah, this is where we left things off last time, in this village of the werewolf. And there we go. Did I do that one? Yeah, so this is where I got to last time. So he's there. That's in there. We've got to talk to him to progress the quest. Yeah, this place is basically full of werewolves, which additionally, well, this is a double whammy for Velen as it stands, because one is a Khajiit, a Gibby, and two is a vampire. One of the more traditional, especially called enemies of werewolves. But this place, he is not happy. He is not a happy kitty right now.
We must hurry before Kerbal does anything more to hurt my husband.
Velen understood. He needs to come with him, though.
Is he all right? That Kerbal didn't hurt him, did she?
Not exactly, but the ritual she started needs to end.
How? I'll do anything to save Draven any more pain. He's ashamed of his disease, but it's not his fault. Is there anything I can do? Anything at all? Kerbal said we must lure
Raven, away from the village.
All right, I'll stop my questions. Lead on, friend.
Right. There we go, and now go. Now we're back on the.
Bad enough to come to Cold Harbor, but to end up in the Tower of Lies, toiling away?
So we've got to go up along here. See, he's really been feasting because there's a cow, goat, another werewolf there. Lovely. Yeah. Let's deal with this werewolf first, or normal wolf. Yeah, there's a werewolf. It's a cave entrance. I'm assuming we have to go to back to the cave and... Oh look, even a little baby elephant type creature. Oh, 2 more and I've got the Regulus Harvester achievement. Sweet. Hello, Welsh Night Diners. Nice to see you again. With a name like that, it's very distinctive. Stands out. Easy to remember. Right. I've got to lead him to the upper shrine. Okay.
Draven, what's happened?
Oh, great. Is he now?
You'll pay for this, Kerbal.
Oh, dear.
Save our village. Strike down the beast.
Oh, I don't want to do this, but I kind of have to. Oh, fine.
No. What have
Wow,
you
that was
done?
one hit. That was easy. I was expecting to be.
Gods be with you.
Well, to be fair, he probably wanted to have things ended. That sucked.
He's gone. I can only hope he'll be all right.
Yeah, that I felt like he wanted that to happen.
Such a waste. I'd hoped Draven would listen to reason before it came to this.
Please forgive Khajiit, but was there really no other way?
If he'd remained alive, the spell over the whole town would have broken, leaving us all as he was, a mindless, slavering beast. I would not wish that fate on anyone.
This would have been a lot more awkward if I'd gone down the werewolf route. It is, yeah. It's quite. There's the pets and the pets in this are quite adorable. Like honestly, in the last event, I managed to get this will make you laugh. A pet that is a literal snowball. When it doesn't move, it just sort of materializes and goes splat, and then just kind of sits there like. And what are you doing? Melts.
Yes. His death severed his
I
connection.
love the little pets in this game. I just love this game in general.
Makes it safely away, though I doubt anyone would believe his wild tales if he chose to speak about us. Another legend to hand down, I suppose.
Yeah, it's one of those sort of pets. Every so often they throw in like a sort of joke pet, and that was it. It's just like, it's a snowball. Yep. All right. Oh, what's it? Good question. I'm not entirely sure on Lord of the Rings. Not because it's a bad game, but it's just at the moment I'm not sure I have the time. I mean, even though I was actually playing it a little bit off stream the other day, but I had to make a decision a little while ago as to what game to focus on. And yeah, exactly. I had to be in the mood for it. It's not a bad game. It's actually a very good game, but it's like Star Trek Online. I've been playing it since beta, which is well over 11 years, and not so much burnt out on it, but sometimes when you've been playing the game for that long, especially an MMO, you need to take a break from it. I'm not saying I won't go back to it in the future, but at the moment, ESO is my main focus because it's a lot easier game to play. And also, to be honest, I played Lord of the Rings online with my friends, and they're not able to get online because of work and everything else at the moment. So it's one of those sort of ones that I am not saying I won't go back to it, But at the moment, this is my primary focus, especially with the Oblivion expansion coming out in about 5 months. I need to catch up. Lord of the Rings, I'm pretty much, I think I am 1, maybe 2 expansions behind on that one. Star Trek Online, I'm up to date on, because that's just needed when I can play like 5-10 minutes a day. This is when I'm still technically on this character on the base campaign, but I started in Elsewhere, which is one of the expansions, so I can knock that off the list. So I'm now slowly catching up to, and I believe this is the last region in the base game that I have to do before I then move on to, I think it's Morrowind. I think I've got a list of the order in which, you know, to do them chronologically because of the story. It's either Morrowind or it's actually, now I'm going to have a look now because that's going to bug me. That is going to annoy me if I can't remember what it is. Let's check. I've got it saved on my computer. Where's it gone? Yeah, so progress guide. I'll post it in chat. This is basically the order that I'm using. Obviously, bear in mind, like I say, the first Elsewhere expansion I've done, a little bit of the second DLC of that I've already done as well, so I could have got the house. But essentially, that's the order in which I'm doing it. Or at least, so I am now currently in the. I've done the red route. I've done the yellow route. I'm now on the blue route, and I'm currently in Bangrai, which, if you look on that list, is is the last of the base campaign. I've done Cold Harbour already, I think. Remember rightly, yeah, I think I've done it already. So if I'm correct, the next area after this, if it's not Cold Harbour again, because I've got a feeling though Cold Harbour I have already done as part of the base for the gold route. Then it will be Craglorn, then Orsinium, then the Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, and basically the order of it is on there. And there's so much good stuff now.
Your way to help us.
And this,
I ask that you keep your stay here brief. The townsfolk need time to recover from this ordeal.
yes, this is very good. It's this one I'm finding a lot easier to concentrate on as well. But yeah, I mean, if it gets to the point where I get a bit burnt out on ESO, then honestly, I think Lord of the Rings might be one I might do like a occasional dip into every now and then. But I think if I was going to go back to another MMO, it might be Lord of the Rings. But I don't want to promise and then, you know, change my mind later because of something that's happened. Lord of the Rings Online is a great game, but it's a long game. It's one of those ones. I think if I was doing it like streaming professionally, you know, like every day, then that game would work better. But for one like that I could just dip into twice a week, I think this one works better. Freaking great game though. Both of them are. Eastern Evermore. Where do I need to go to? I need to go to. How is it? Wrong game? Eastern Evermore, right. There we go, Eastern Evermore. And I realised there's a city here that had loads of crows in it, and it's called Evermore. Which, that's one of those sort of joke puns that just didn't twig the first time I saw it, and then somebody pointed out, it was like, oh yeah. Thirsty, say. Okay. So where am I going? I'm going this way. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from on that one. Yeah, the way the coast sort of, if it sort of curves down like that. Yeah. Oh, they've said that the new region that they're bringing out in the Oblivion expansion is going to be going in this area here, roughly. Because that's where Murkmire is, and it's like it's going to be roughly here. So if you look at it, there's like 1, 2, 3. Plus, of course, there's the Oblivion planes as well. So I reckon there's going to be stuff here, and it would not surprise me if the second DLC expansion part of it covers Oblivion itself. But it's still up in the air, still brand new. They've only really just officially announced it like a few days ago, so it's definitely a wait and see. But I'm looking forward to it. I am really looking forward to it. If I mount up as well. Where am I going? I am going up here. Okay. I was actually quite surprised by it. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I can see why some people wouldn't like it. I've come from the game's point of view. It was better than I thought it was going to be. Like, well, let's be honest. When I first saw the provisional trailer for it, like the Henry Cavill stuff, it looked bad. But I will freely admit that I was wrong, and that actually it was a show that surprised me. Oh, see, look, Snowball as a pet. If I move a certain distance from it, it should just sort of, there you go, plop. Yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised by it. I mean, at the moment, my main show that I'm watching, and I think there's only like 1, maybe 2 more episodes left, is The Expanse. That's the one that's really been like my show that I watch borderline religiously at the moment. That I've been really enjoying.
Praise the 8. I can't tell you how delighted I am to see you. First, the Reachman advance stopped, then the crows flew away, and now you're back. I have a feeling you bring good tidings.
Yes, this one does. The Haggraven, Nuella, she's dead.
Amazing. What seemed like a hopeless situation has turned around completely. Believe it or not, I have good tidings to share with you, too. Imperial Magus General Septim Atharn is requesting a parley. I'm hoping it's to discuss a peace settlement.
It is sure it is not a trap.
No, I wouldn't put anything past the Imperials. I'm optimistic, but not naive.
Fair.
That's why I've been delaying the meeting. I want you there, just in case. We'll also have members of the Fighters and Mages Guilds on hand, if we need them.
Sounds like a wise decision.
Now that you're here, we can get on with it. Gabrielle is joining us from the Mages Guild, and Darian from the Fighters Guild. I suppose you want to discuss strategy with them. When you're ready, just ask Gabrielle to open the portal.
Good. Hello, Gabrielle.
Surprised to see me? Sounds like I already missed some interesting experiences. A Hagraven controlling crows?
If we get a chance to have a companion, I want this character as a companion because she's an awesome character
Of course,
and can kick ass.
trouble.
But
Let's hope there isn't.
I've got to finish, she'll be more of a DPS character, yeah. Or I would need a more tanky. So I can kind of heal myself, so I don't need healers as much. But a tanky character would work. But, what is our part in this?
We'll be in position above the parley site. If the Imperials try anything, we'll make sure they regret it. The 3 of us can cast spells to rain down fire, ice, lightning. We have it all.
Excellent.
You'll just need to tell us where to target our spells.
Alright, well, Venom can handle that.
I hope so, because we're going to spread out and each cover a different area. If anyone comes, we'll call it out, but we'll wait for you to direct us.
Alright, no pressure. Darian?
Ha! I thought we were in for a bit of easy coin with this job until the Queen said you were coming along. Now I know to expect danger. Bring it on, though. If the plan goes awry, that just means we get extra hazard pay.
Speaking of the plan, what exactly is it?
For us, it's just sticking by the Queen. If the Magus General starts chanting, we go for the windpipe. If things really go to oblivion, we'll be shielding the Queen until Gabrielle can get us all out of there.
Ah, makes sense. I understand.
I can tell you this much, with all due respect for the Royal Guard. Queen Argella could not be any safer than she will be under my protection. I look out for the ladies, you know. Queens included.
You don't. The guy seems cocky. Yep, he is the proverbial cocky paladin, but he gets the job done. There's no doubt about he is a very competent warrior, and he knows he's a competent warrior. And honestly, out of all the people in this area, he is probably the best person to be protecting the Queen, apart from myself right now. So he's cocky, but he has a right to be cocky. Of course, if it came to a fight between me and him, I would wipe the floor with him. But Velen is a hero. He would not do that.
Whenever you're ready to go to the Parley site, let me know and I'll open a portal. Let's hope that creating portals is the only magic we need today.
Yes, this one's ready to go right now.
Excellent. I'm going to open one portal directly to the Parley site for the Queen and the Fighters Guild members, and another to take us above. Actually, I guess we should go first. Now, which portal was which? Oh, I remember. Here we go!
Yes, this character's well, she's very skilled, but she's still a little bit newish. Sometimes she does make mistakes, but she corrects those mistakes pretty well.
Enter when ready. We'll be right behind you.
Now, give her a few years and she'll be an amazing mage. And she's on the path to it. You know, it's the sort of person you could easily imagine that ended up running the Mages Guild, you know, later on in her life. But right now, she just needs a little bit more experience in things.
Good. Looks like everyone ended up in the right place. Let's get to our positions.
Okay. So I'm assuming it's going to be over here. Snowball.
The Queen should be here any moment. I hope at least.
Okay, so this is where the meeting.
Take up positions.
Darian there. There's the guards. There's the Queen.
I don't like this. Where's the Magus General? It's not like a Tharn to be late.
Yeah, where is he? Oh, there he is. There's his portal.
Impatience is hardly the mark of a strong ruler, Your Majesty.
When you're queen, you're welcome to set a finer example, Magus General.
That's
Oop.
one honor I do not seek. What I do seek is the unconditional surrender of Evermore.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
All this way just to make absurd demands? I'm surprised.
Hardly absurd, Argella. I tried the soft approach with the Duke, but you spoiled that effort. I've come to
I'd hand in that.
final offer. Surrender, or you will die.
Your threats carry little weight, Septima. Bankerai Garrison still stands between us, and it does not fall easily. Or
And I'm here helping.
in your history lessons.
Those who hide in the shadows of the past are crushed when its structures come tumbling down. Bankerai Garrison has already fallen. My legionnaires walk its battlements even now.
Is this another one of your lies? I don't care. It's clear you want a war, and if that's what you want, you can have it. Ugh. What? She's not even here. It's an illusion.
Ha! Just remember, you struck first, Argella.
Okay, shit's going down.
Ambush! Defend the Queen at all cost!
Fried fire salts. They're coming all right. Don't forget, we're looking to you to direct our spells. Don't worry about targeting over our allies. I promise, we won't fry the Queen. Everyone, call them out when you see them.
Nice. I see some. See, I could go down there and just make mincemeat of them. I seriously could. So that's the thing. She's got some decent power, but oh, I'm targeting the wrong spot. I'm an idiot. There we go. That was for target the right area. where's the next one? That's it. Oh, there's the next one. See, she's got some decent magic ability. But why can't I go down there and just...
Imperials coming from that door to the south.
I honestly, I would just go down there myself and make a mincemeat of these things. They wouldn't last 5 minutes. And come on, I've taken on dragons, Modag Bow, I've done foul things to the fabric of space and time. I could handle these. But I suppose they're keeping me as full reserve in case things really go south. Which makes sense. You know, you don't drop a nuke at the first sign of a battle. Which I suppose to them, that's what I am. Imagine if I was a necromancer.
More from the south. Let's get them.
Do you mean D&D as in off stream or on stream? If I ever did it on stream again, probably would, but honestly, that's not something I can see myself doing again, unless I can get someone to manage the stream for me. I tried doing it with my STA game, and it was frankly a nightmare trying to get everything working, linking together, and running the stream, and everything. And our characters died because I wasn't paying attention. Right.
The Queen should be here any moment.
Okay, bit of time travel there. It's one of those sort of ones that... come on. If I ever manage to
I don't like this.
get someone to run the streaming side for me and get it all set up, then I will go back to doing it. But because it's just me pretty much doing everything, it was... Honestly, it was one of the things that contributed to my burnout. And why I stopped streaming for a while. Because it was, honestly, it was making me ill. Having to get... Correct, yes, it was a Star Trek one, but trying to set things up and manage the stream and run the game and do everything else all by myself, I would be...
Hardly absurd, Argella.
That's what I'm looking for. I would be
that effort. I've come to make one final
making a mistake if I tried to do it again on my own. It was a lot of stress.
Carry little weight, Septima. Bankerai Garrison still stands between us, and it does not fall easily. Or did you miss that in your history lessons?
I mean, just the running of the game? Yeah, I like doing that. But to try and do that and the stream and everything else as well. And with this, the way I've got it set up now, it's relatively easy because the game's taking everything else and I'm basically just talking and moving around. But when you was having to manage myself, the players, which was like 4 or 5 players at a time, and the streams and all the data stuff coming in, it's freaking hard. It really, really was.
Just remember, you struck first, Argella.
Can I not just go down there?
Fried fire salts. They're coming all right. Don't forget, we're looking to you to direct our spells. Don't worry about targeting over our allies. I promise, we won't fry the Queen. Everyone, call them out when you see them.
Okay. Yes. Mass Effect is very good. I'm waiting for the legendary edition of that and the sequel as well. I know someone did a unofficial oh crap, with that again. There we go. Someone did like an unofficial 5e conversion of Mass Effect, which was it's decent. Actually, very decent. Right, where are they? There you go, forget them there. Is that them there? Yep.
They just keep coming. Another group from the south.
Okay, and get that. Total. Knights of the Old Republic. Oh, that was a great game. I did try getting that to run on the stream when I first started doing stuff like this, but for some reason games that came out around that sort of time are very, I'm just really sure why, but they're very temperamental getting to work on streaming software. And you need to be able to work out why. I mean, it can be done, but it's very difficult, like, ridiculously difficult. But oh, Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Get over here! Another group's coming in!
That was a game that I spent way too much time on when I was younger. Got that ridiculous amount of time. Well, let's start. Was it? I think probably this. Star Trek Online, Mass Effect, all 3 games, and probably the KOTOR series, all versions of it, are the games I've spent the most time playing. Well, I've got to make sure the Queen's kept alive. Yeah, there we go.
Imperials coming from that door to the south.
Okay, I see him. Oh, I can attack him from up here. That's good to know. I didn't know that.
That can't be the last of them. It's a break, though. I'll open a portal to get us down to the Queen.
I just jumped.
My magicka is almost depleted. It's going to take all I've got to open a portal back to the palace. Be ready.
Yeah, I just jumped. That's quick. Typical. Last wave, and then I find out I can.
The portal to Evermore. Go, Your Majesty. Go.
That would make things a lot easier if I'd figured that out earlier. Right, back to the castle. I know what's it. Mark Mia did a Mass Effect RPG session as a Hanar. It's pretty damn funny. If you get the chance to see it like on Twitch or YouTube or something, quick, then watch it. If you don't know who Mark Mia is, for anybody who's watching, he is the person who voiced the male shepherd in the Mass Effect series. There we go. There we go.
I should be glad we got away, but I'm too angry to think. They've taken the garrison? The brutish swine. If there is one thing I do before I die, it's going to be spitting on the corpse of that cowardly wench Septima Tharn.
Please forgive Felin for asking, but were we the only ones to escape?
Were we? Where are Darian and Gabrielle? I thought they were coming right
behind
us. Damn it. I would not have them sacrifice themselves. Not for me, at least. Surely they're still coming.
This one does not know, Your Majesty. Speaking of the devil.
That could have gone better.
I didn't think I had another portal in me. Glad I was wrong.
Well, at least some of us survived.
Oh, it is way longer than Skyrim. It really, really is. It's Skyrim for me was a great game, but I think what made it even better, knocked it up the notches, is the mods. I played so much, spent so much time modding and playing that game. That extended the lifespan of it. But this game's huge in comparison. Good evening. I mean, granted, when it first came out, it had some serious flaws. I would be the first to admit it. When the game came out, it had some serious flaws, and a lot of people unfairly made the comparison between this and Skyrim. It's not the same game. It really isn't. It's set in the same world, the same universe, but it's not the same game. But as I've seen on the map now, Good evening, Spirit. You do have, like, for example, if I show you the map for Skyrim, it's actually Western Skyrim. You can see it doesn't cover the entire map, but it does cover a big chunk of it. Like the rest of Skyrim would be like another, whereas it would be, again, showing the map, it would be like this area here. So this will be like Eastern Skyrim. So this will be like where the rest of it would pop up at some point. But as mentioned before, the new expansion that they talked about on Tuesday, the Oblivion one, is going to be set in this area here, this bit here, because it's right by Merc, in much the same way that you had like elsewhere. It's for about the Khajiit, everything else like that. This one's going to be focused on the Argonians. So obviously we have the Nords, my favourite, the Khajiit. Although the Argonians are pretty amusing, but yeah, this map's getting crowded. It really is getting crowded, which is why I have all these mods to help me differentiate where things are, because it's like, yeah. So you got Reaper's March there, northern elsewhere, southern elsewhere, and obviously they might do some like transit areas between that. Cyrodiil, I believe that is the PvP area, which I probably won't be going to unless I can absolutely 100% help it, or I just don't care. And obviously Skyrim. I don't know, my drive's going a bit bonkers. 1 second. Oh, that's why. I've got to turn that off. Let's turn that off. And oh no, I almost killed the stream there. That could have gone very bad. Really would have gone very bad if I'd have done that.
Is there no hope?
There we go. Right. Oh.
It seems the crows have departed from Evermore, but the Black Cloud hasn't. With Bankerai garrison taken, there's nothing stopping the Imperials from marching here.
Not
I didn't retake
yet.
the throne to watch the kingdom fall, though. We'll find a way.
Do you mean like underwater sections, you know, like swimming and things like that? No, because I believe they said that in order to do that, it would involve they pretty much have to redo the game engine from scratch, or come up with some real novel way of dealing with it that would be able to factor in from the original engine. It's like if you ever played Warcraft, originally you couldn't fly in the starting zones. They had to, in effect, redo every single one of the starting zones from scratch. So that fly, it's just something about the way the game was coded. C7 would be nice. They are bringing out some good mounts, and one of the new pets that's coming out is a looks a bit like a feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl type. You know, the Aztec serpent, which is like rises up like that, and it's got the wings. But I'm really looking forward to this companion system that they're bringing out. If they can make it like Star Wars, like Knights of the Star game, if they can make it like they do in the Star Wars game, where you know you don't need them, but it's a real nice bonus, and that you can level them up and give them gear. Yeah, I'm going to have a tanky character to go along with me. I don't know who yet. I don't know what options there are, but for me, a tanky character would work really well because I can self-heal pretty decently. I've got the vampire stuff, so that again helps with the heals and sometimes hinders at the same time. So, and I've got the DPS because I'm a sorcerer. Well, what I can't really do is tank. But a tanky companion would make things so much easier. They stand there, do everything, and I just sit in the pain.
I know you will. I'm counting on
The
it.
negotiator.
Without you, this castle would already be flying Imperial banners. You've saved the kingdom, and now it's Queen. If there's one person I believe in, it's you. Still,
That's a very nice weapon.
I don't know how we're going to do it alone.
I'm honestly, that's the feature out of the other thing as well, which are there slaughterfish in the game? Yes, there are. There are only in certain regions, but I have been caught out by that a couple of times, like trying to get to a particular area, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take a shortcut. I'm gonna swim around the what do you call it, like the I'm gonna do a little swim in the water. So I'm like la 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 la. Oh, I've been motherfucker. And yes, I get attacked by swordfish, which was fun. But the other thing, I forgot to mention this earlier, this is another thing which sort of blew everyone's mind on Tuesday on the stream. They are changing how the game starts. Now, the way they've done it in the past is when you create a new character, they always start in the latest expansion zone, which has been, like, so if you start a character, like, say, today, they would start in the Skyrim zone and things like that, which isn't a major problem now because you can move from area to area. But if you've never played the game before, it can be a bit confusing. Apparently, and again, this is all conjecture, but it's looking like this is what's going to happen. But apparently, there'll be a basic tutorial, and then once you've done the tutorial, you will get the choice of what region to start in. So if you want to start in the Morrowind area, you can start in Morrowind. If you want to start in the Somerset Isle, you can start in Somerset. If you want to start in Elsewhere, you'll be able to start in Elsewhere. Things like that. And that and the companion system has just made me just go, like, that's something like, one of the few niggles in this game that I've never really got on with is that, it's like this character, like Velen, for example. I started in Elsewhere with this character, and that was something that kind of ruined my I want to do this in chronological order approach. But to be fair, there was some good stuff in Elsewhere, and I wanted to explore it, and I'm kind of glad I did. So I sort of RP'd it, that did everything there, and then I went off to seek his fortune in the greater world, and that's when the plot took over. And then of course the time travel nonsense and the looping back and everything else like that. Couldn't play that far again.
Fortunately, you won't have to.
Oh, hello.
Emmerich, I mean,
Oops, the High King.
Majesty, thank the gods.
Oh, he's turned up.
I've just been informed of what's happened at Bancorai Garrison. It seems my timing is impeccable as ever. So you're the one who's been helping my cousin Argella hold the kingdom together.
Well, this one's helped out very good, Your Majesty.
Of course. And now you'll have some help. I brought as many Lion Guard as I could muster. We were hoping to spill some Reachman blood for old time's sake, but the Imperials will suffice. Are you ready to retake the garrison then?
Oh, of course, Your Majesty. Velen is yours to command.
Excellent. I'll organize our forces and march to Bancorai Pass within the hour. I've already sent scouts to assess the Imperials' defenses. If you get there before me, look for Scout Nadira.
Scout
We can
Nadira.
finalize our plans when we're all there.
Oh, very well. This one will look for Scout Nadira at Bancorai. Right. So this kind of makes sense. It's just been, working towards the, what do you call it? The end arc of this zone, and possibly this campaign, and that would be then I think the end of the base game. Depends if I have to redo Cold Harbour again or not. I don't think I do. Oh yeah, I can't go and speak to them because I'm a level 4 vampire. Oh, there we go. That's where my thing had gone then.
Is it true? Did you really?
You know what? One thing I can definitely appreciate is that I've said this multiple times and I don't mind saying it, but this game is now it's got to that point with my computer that I can actually have this at max settings. This game is beautiful. It's very pleasing to look at.
I was wondering if you were going to make it. I hired one of these little boats to ferry me down the bay. Whatever it takes to get as far away from that troll's den as possible. It's expensive, but I have the coin to spare now.
Please forgive Khajiit, but where did you get the extra coin?
I sold some of the troll's loot, of course.
This is the one we weren't sure was going to fiddle us from the dungeon. Well, she kept her word. She met us down by the docks, and she's given us our share of the thing. I mean, granted, the ring I've got's better, but she kept her word. Why not? Good to know. Yeah, she's like really sarcastic in the troll's dungeon. It's like, yeah, she's just gonna run off and not leave us. But yeah, Gladly proven wrong. This was before we went to that weird village of the werewolves. Still can't be as weird as the other day when he's like a Khajiit, who is a vampire transformed into a spirit wolf, taking on a hag raven in the realm of ghosts and spirits. Pure Elder Scrolls right there. Just checking something. Nope, not there. Boop.
The woods are no place for a prince. The woods welcome you. Know that the creatures here are neither enemies nor friends. There are hunters and prey.
Excuse me. Are these woods not safe to travel through?
For you? Perhaps. The Viridian Sentinel once kept the wild at bay for the folk of Bankurai, but his power wanes. Soon he may regret saving the Princess of Evermore. Her mother already mourns her death, so why interrupt the natural course?
So Evermore's princess is here?
Gravely wounded, but yes, Princess Alara is here. The Sentinel tends to her, and it takes all his power to draw her away from death. He would welcome aid if you wish to give it. We Weird have fulfilled our part of the bargain and shall offer no more.
Well, Khajiit will go find him then.
He'll be at the Standing Stones by Viridian Lake. His power is strongest there. Look for the broken statue. It overlooks the altar where he works.
Khajiit away! Oh yeah, and I have a ghost mount. Well, sorry, a spirit. Yeah, I am definitely going to be getting the expansion. There is no doubt about that. That's a given. The only question now is when I get it. I mean, hopefully I should be able to get it next month, but I don't want to jinx myself and say, oh yeah, I'll be able to get it, and then an unexpected bill comes up, which they tend to around this time of year. But I am going to get it. It's just a case of when. Ooh, some moonstone. I'll have that. Yep, got a long way to go to our Grandmaster Crafting Harvester. Oh. She seems to be sleeping.
Sad, isn't it? The poor child.
What?
No.
Nimmick?
As the Sentinel, I must warn you that these woods are unsafe. But as old girls, to see a friendly face. I remember when that child wasn't more than a knee's height, and now she's laid out like a corpse.
I'll have to apologise for my my demonic pet. He really shouldn't be doing that. She will survive, yes?
She was attacked and left for dead by the wayside like a beast. Well, she won't die on my watch, not if you can help me. Around the lake, you'll find rings of mushrooms.
Yeah, froggy.
Fairy rings. But fairies aren't what I need.
What do you need?
Take my amulet. Get down in the center of the rings and
That just looks so wrong.
I need the energy from there to keep Alara alive. I need to take the child back to my hut. It's just up the hill a bit. Can't miss it.
Right. Some say I was distracted by your mutton chops. You good little froggies. Right. Okay. Use this one. Alright, it's charged. Okay, I've already got a sky shard from there, picked that up earlier. Obviously that cloaking ability is that's worth it on its own, just for everything else. Van Prism's nifty, but that makes going through dungeons so much easier. It really is. One downside is, yes, it does use stamina, and I have to keep moving, and there are a couple of creatures that can sense you, but oh, it really does make things faster. Especially if I'm just going in and I just want to get a thing, like I've missed off like a book or a sky shard or something. I just run in, grab it, and then GTFO. Right. I mean, this is going to come in so handy when I start doing the, what do you call it, the Thieves Guild stuff.
If I was younger, I could instantly purge the poison running through this young lady's veins. Now it takes all my strength just to keep her breathing. The poor dear.
Ah, yes, here's your amulet back.
Just in time. I've made a salve for Alara that'll help her wake. I'll channel what energy I have left into her. The amulet should be able to sustain me afterwards. At least I hope it will.
Oh, so you're risking your life just to save her. Oh dear. Cross everything. This doesn't go belly up.
This'll just take a moment.
So you're basically channeling Fey energy to keep yourself
More
alive.
out of me than I thought. Go on, give it to the poor girl. I'll be all right.
Ah, good to know. He's tired, but he's alive. Yay. That worked.
I was asleep? What am I doing in this hovel? And who are you? No, I remember. Stenwick brought me here. I was sick. Apologies, but I still don't remember who you are.
That's fine. This one is just helping Stenwick. How are you feeling?
Then you have my gratitude. I feel weak, but not unwell. It seems my outer wounds have all been healed. Tell me, stranger, how fares Evermore? Is my mother well? My father?
This one is sorry to say, but your father is dead. Queen Taylor lives.
I see. My mother must be in mourning then. I will send word that I am well, if Stenwick is willing. Ah, we have company, it seems. Who's coming in?
I don't know, let's have to find out. Ooh.
The forest feels your weakness, Sentinel.
Enter
This
Daemara.
is treacherous
Was that
ground.
a warning or a threat?
Stenwick, who's this? A Weirus?
Yes, child. You will know more of them soon enough.
Is that so? You're more foolish than I thought, old man.
Oh, yes.
Don't think anything of this. The weird are a strange folk.
Yeah, they're like druids.
The weird and I have always...
Well, like the RPG fantasy druids, not
Saving Alara was
real
something
life
I
druids.
needed to do, regardless of their objections. It will make this process harder than it needs to be, but I still have some spirit in me yet.
Why did she object to you saving the princess?
It's quite complicated. Suffice to say, they don't think I should use the forest power for such things. Of course, they'd much rather I didn't exist at all. But it changes nothing. There's work to be done, and I'm not getting any...
I'm going to have to say this out loud so most people understand why I'm reacting the way I am. Spirit 96 has just put in chat. You might say that they are a bit weird. Take a bow. Take a bow. That was a good one. That was a good one. Oh, no. Puns are not supposed to make you laugh, they're supposed to make you groan. Lara seems to be cured. What more is there left to do? That was actually a pretty good one.
In order to safeguard Alara, I need to do something drastic, and I'll need the Weird's help. You've seen the Spriggans of the forest, I'll bet. There's one that's much older and much wiser than the rest of them.
So, what is important about this particular Spriggan?
Some call her the voice of the forest. In a way, she is. I need a bud from...
I thought he was going to say voice of the Tempest then.
Given. It can harness the full power of these woods to safeguard Ilara's life. May I ask your aid once again?
This one would... You know what? Fine.
Find the voice of the forest. It shouldn't be difficult to find, but if you must... Many Spriggans carry a spore that returns to the voice of the forest when the Spriggan dies. You could kill them and follow it to the voice, but that certainly won't make it very happy.
Yeah, they're not going to be very happy that I'm going around taking out Spriggans. I mean, I've done worse, but...
Take my amulet. Its power is spent, but the voice of the forest will recognize it and grant you an audience. Weiris Damara may not welcome you when you take the bud to her, but persevere. She knows what the weird must do.
I hope they realise that the one who was destroyed, giving them problems, you know, the Agrevinuela is now dead, and the person who is responsible is standing right before them. I hope they take that into consideration.
I won't sit here and let you do all the work.
Princess?
We have to find the voice of the forest. If Stenwick needs a Spriggan bud, then I'll do anything to get it for him.
It's probably best if you stay here and rest.
I suppose you're right. I'll stay here with Stenwick. But this forest voice, if it's like a Spriggan, it will react to their deaths. I bet you could kill some Spriggans to draw it out.
I'm going to try to... Stenwick said we should just search for it.
And if we never find it? No. Kill the Spriggans. It's the best chance to do this quickly.
That's a bit aggressive. Alright, but that might anger the voice.
Probably. But they're animals. I don't see any other way to reason with them. Stenwick needs the bud, and we don't have time to coddle the Spriggans. We need their cooperation, whether they intend to give it or not.
Okay. I can see this going well. I can see this going very well. Or not, as the case may be. Ooh, treasure chest. See? Run past the troll, flip them the finger, and get the chest. Of course, then my pets aggro it. And also I forgot that when I stop running, yeah, that's my fault. The troll turns around and sees me poking around at its treasure chest. Not happy. There we go. Okay. Right, so where am I going? I'm going here. Yeah. Here's the voice of the forest. Okay, that would make that's gonna make a very good screenshot. So just let me see if I can get myself lined up. See if I can get it. There we go. I'll do.
This creature disturbs the weak.
You just claim. Oh, you just claim the Ouroboros crown crate. Yes.
As the forest
I am now linked up with Twitch drops. Oh, there's something else I forgot to mention.
What more can we give?
Basically, if you watch this stream, I think it's like every half an hour or so. It's semi-random. I don't have any control over it, but now you have to get the game. If you're going to get the game, keep an eye out to see if there's like an one that does everything all in one, because that will be better value for money. It really will be better value for money doing it that way. Because at the moment, the latest one's like the Skyrim thing. Actually, let's have a quick look. I've got it semi-saved on here. I think I've got a thing that shows the... Oh, because obviously now I am bigging up ESO at the moment. So where's the thing? It'll be in the... Where's it? It'll be in the store. It might not show up. Okay, let me just check something. So you can get this standard edition for $14.99, which I think covers up to Morrowind, which is still pretty good. That's a digital download. Or there's the Greymore edition. Again, I'm going all on PC here. I'm not sure what it's like for console. Yeah, if you get the Greymore digital version, that includes everything up to Skyrim Greymore. So that also includes Morrowind, Somerset, and the Elsewhere expansions, which is pretty good. Oh, there's a charity bundle for STO. Oh, speaking of STO, good news about STO. Apart from that bundle, if you have a character, a Klingon character, leveled up to level 65, log them in. It will unlock for every character on your account the ability to fly every ship. You're already done. Fantastic. I didn't even realise, so it's like, wait, I've got several level 65 Klingon characters, logged them in, boom. I've now got so many things to play in that game. It's crazy. But yeah, if you want to, Ace, if you've got the link for that STO charity bundle, stick it in chat if you could. That'd be grand. Oh, yeah, I can help.
This creature disturbs the woods.
That's a cool looking character.
Binding as
Oh, yes, this is what I'm going to show.
Has the forest not bent to the whims of the Sentinel already? What?
So that's for the whole package. Oh, it's a groupies one. They're legit. They are legit people. Ooh. Okay, that's all right. I'm saving that. I'll be doing that later. It's a charities bundle as well. That's pretty good. I'll be definitely getting that. Thank you.
So he may pass.
Yeah, I've had several bundles from them before. They are legit.
Stranger to the woods. Your demand is empty, voice of the Sentinel. I refuse.
So many ships and stuff to use now. It's like, oh, also another thing, again STO related. They've announced what the next year's event will going to be, and it will allow you to get any ship. Only for one character though, but you'll be able to get any ship. Whether or not it's been in a lockbox, whether or not it's been in a promo, whether or not it's been on anything else, you'll be able to pick literally any ship. So it's like, I just got the Atlas a couple of weeks, last week. That means I'll be able to get my Vomph. I'll be able to get my Iconian Dreadnought. So the only other ship I've wanted in the game. So yeah, all the news that's been coming about all my favourite games recently. ESO's got the Oblivion expansion. Star Trek has got all the other stuff coming out. This is good. This is good.
Why should we care for a mortal?
You would doom this girl to die for a grudge against the Sentinel.
We only seek to grow as our nature intends. Your Sentinel is the one who prevents this. But you care nothing for our plight. It is a waste to speak of this further.
What I would suggest with the ESO one, looking at the thing, if you're not too sure, two things to consider. I will say as well. One, you don't need a subscription to play the game, but if you do, it does give you some extra benefits. But the base game, like the one that's $14.99, you can buy that, install it, do whatever you want, and you don't need to use a subscription. If you discover that you really, really enjoy it, and you want to play it a bit more, then it might be worth throwing down a subscription every now and then if you can afford it. But you don't have to. You do get the benefits, I think, are worth it, especially if you do a lot of crafting. But if you don't do crafting, or you just want to have a game you want to play, like once every couple of weeks or something like that, then just get the base one and just play it to the level that you're happy with. Don't go forking out on something you can't afford just to play the game. But if you do it, it's a good time to start up. Especially, but actually, what I was actually thinking about, I would actually say wait a little bit and see if they do a price drop or a bundle within the next month or two. Because with the new expansion coming out, they do sometimes drop the price of the previous ones, get people in, get people excited, and then bam, the new expansion comes out, everybody wants to get it. So that's my advice. Or alternately, and they do these every so often as well, wait until another free play weekend comes up, install it, then try it, and if you don't like it, all you've wasted is a download and a bit of your time. You've not wasted any money. So that's the order I would do it. Do the free play weekend whenever it crops up. If you like that, then go for the base game, and then you can get the expansions separately. But if you enjoyed it from the free play weekend, you think, no, I want to play this a lot, then go for the full collection, because that will get you all the expansions up to from the base game, plus the 3 that I mentioned earlier, and the Skyrim expansion as well. So that'll be 4 for the base game, plus the 4 expansions, plus their accompanying DLC. But the base game doesn't include the things like the Thieves Guild and stuff like that. Those come with subscription. That's what I'm saying. If you can afford to do a subscription, then do so. But honestly, you don't need them to play. Those only even think about if you get to the end of the base game, think, I want to do something more. You can always add those later. There's no real level requirements in this. Now, you can do the areas in whatever order you want, which is really, really good. So if you just want to focus, boom, just play the Elsewhere expansion to begin with, you can do that. If you want to go to Skyrim and do that to begin with, you can do that. But be warned, if you do go down that route, sometimes there might be weird things crop up in the story. Like they may refer to things that you haven't done yet and stuff like that. One of the reasons why I'm trying to do this one in the chronological order to basically to make more sense of things, although I have had to change things because of how I set it up, but that's my own fault. But essentially, you are not forced into doing it in that order. So if you want to go, boom, one area, you can do that. If you get bored of that, you can go to another area. Generally, most people recommend to try and stay in one area until you're done, but you don't have to do that. You can, if you just get bored, you can zing all over the place. Just be warned, your your quest log will fill up quite quickly if you do that.
Take the bud and be gone, but know this, there shall be no peace in the...
That's a really cool design. Alright. Khajiit will bugger off. And cloak. Yeah, it's like I mean, honestly, the subscription, I think, for me, is kind of worth it, because I don't want to say I'm playing this professionally, because I'm not playing this professionally at all, but because this is something I'm doing as a regular thing on stream, for me, it makes sense to use a subscription, because it gives me access to all the DLC. I get the crowns on a regular basis, which are going to the next batch. Will be going towards getting the Clockwork House I showed off a couple of weeks ago, which, the sort of Doctor Strange style thing. It's going to be pretty freaking cool when I get that.
A familiar scent surrounds you. Did the Sentinel send you? What do you hold?
The Sentinel said you would know what this bud means.
How dare the Sentinel pick his successor out of pity? But she didn't bring us the bud. You did. Why should we give our blessing to one who needs another to carry her burdens?
Wait, what? What do you mean, his successor?
He didn't even trust you enough to tell you, did he?
Nope.
Let the Sentinel explain it to you when you next see him. I'll do my part and no more. Where is this princess who is greater than the needs of nature?
If you want to speak to Elara, she's waiting at the Sentinel's hut.
Too weak to even follow you? No, the forest does not need such a creature. The Sentinel oversteps his bounds, and the Weird will not allow it.
I'm starting to get an understanding now why they are not liking this person.
If you have something to say, you'll say it to my
will.
face.
You are weak, fit for little more than prey.
There we go.
How do you hope to wield the Sentinel's power?
Stenwick is trying to save my life. I don't know what he has planned, but I certainly owe it to him to see this through.
The child knows nothing, and he expects us to offer our blessing?
I don't know what Stenwick is planning, but if it'll save my life, I trust him. I don't understand why these weird people can't see that.
Yes. Although Chris knows, for RP reasons, why do they seem to dislike you so much?
Sounds like jealousy to me. It won't stand in my way. I won't give up a second chance at life for the whims of some forest folk. Stenwick is a kind man. Why won't they see that he means no harm?
Well, Khajiit should talk to Iris Denmera as well.
Why? She pretends to be in charge of everything. And we've already received the bud from the voice of the forest. That's good enough for me. And it ought to be enough for the likes of her.
Okay.
Once the Viridian Sentinel stood for something more than a wet nurse to spoiled children. Now he expects us to train and rear this daughter of the city as our own? No. The Sentinel asks too much.
Why do you dislike the Sentinel so much?
His time wanes. He will make this girl the new Sentinel, untrained and unfit. He holds no respect for the forest and no respect for the weird. What does it matter to us if one child withers to allow the forest to grow free, I ask you?
Needs of the many and all that. Well, the Sentinel said you'd know what to do.
We've heard nothing from the Sentinel these past days but demands. Still, we will do what must be done. Perhaps we can trust you to make the correct decision when the time comes.
Does it have something to do with this bud?
Althine will help you prepare it. For the Sentinel's ritual, he needs a Spriggan bud, freely given. You have obtained that, but the bud will not bloom without nurturing. I hope you aren't squeamish about blood.
Considering that this one is a vampire Khajiit, no. Not squeamish about blood at all.
But sister, you said this was the last time we would help the Sentinel.
Embassy interaction.
Finish the blessing and be done with it. Come along then. We have a sacrifice ready.
Wait, what? Oh, so...
When I say, hold the bud out in your hands. Keep them steady.
A stack.
No matter what happens.
Alright. Do what needs to be done.
Plunge it into the offering. Quickly.
And... there. That was a... What, it's going to be blood?
The weird have stalled long enough. Stenwick isn't healthy, and we must do what he asked before it's too late. Go to him. Tell him what we've done. I'm short of breath and must save my strength.
You'll be safe here, yes?
I have a feeling they don't dare harm me as long as I'm under Stenwick's protection. We'll see if I guessed correctly.
He will want to see you again.
Of course. And this bud may heal Stenwick, the way he healed me. We'll need to use it if we're to save him. Take him to that altar in the lake. I'll meet you there.
Right. Yeah, considering that these are essentially wild druids crossed with rangers, they're pretty accepting of me doing what I'm doing. I just listen to like the background sounds. Sometimes I don't do that enough in games. I just sort of listen to everything, the audio. And that's just part of much of the gameplay is the visuals. Doesn't get enough credit in my opinion.
I was hoping you'd return before. I couldn't speak to you one last time. It's good Alara's not with you. I'd hate for her to see me in such a state.
What happened?
Time, my friend. I gave my everything to heal Alara, and still it won't be enough. That's why I sent you to get the Spriggan bud. The only way she'll live past a fortnight is if she becomes the Sentinel. And luckily there'll be a vacancy shortly.
How will being the Sentinel help her?
In a sense, the power of the Sentinel is immortal. I'm old, but Alara is young. The Sentinel's power will take root and flourish in her. The weird fear what she will become, but you can't let that stop you. Take my essence. When I'm gone, save Ilara.
What should this one tell Ilara?
Tell her she must tame the will of the woods. The bud will summon, and the amulet will bind. The weird certainly won't help, considering they'd much rather see this power go to waste. Don't let the Sentinel's power fade. It must live on in Ilara.
Okay. Oh. A little bit of warning next time. But, oh. Okay. Right. Let's see if there's anything I can loot. Oops. There's a kitty. It's like the dude passes away, and my first reaction is, right, let's loot his room. That's a bit horrible, really, when you think of it like that. Oh, he's dead. Balls. Okay, now loot. Master Regulus Harvester. It's only taken me a long time to get that. What did that get me, if anything? Okay, oh, didn't get me anything. Oh, no, it's part of a meta achievement. That's fine.
I thought he'd be here by now. Where is Stenwick?
He died just after Khajiit returned to him. Not this one's fault.
He gave everything to keep me alive.
Frog.
Even his life. I don't even know what
Another
to
frog.
do now. Does that mean I'm doomed to die as well?
Frog. He said you must become the new Sentinel in order to live.
That was his plan all along, wasn't it?
Frog for frog.
And I never got to thank him. If this is what he wanted, then I must see it through. You still have his amulet?
Yes.
Take it to the altar. We'll say a few words for him.
Hey. Sorry, this one was distracted by the frogs. There'll be rather a lot of them around here. Oh god, oh, there's weird stuff going on.
So these moats are all that's left of dear Stenwick?
Yep.
What's that sound? Can you hear it?
Okay. I think that's the voice got your... Alright.
We meet again, ally of the Viridian Sentinel. Now you seek to subjugate these woods once again. We will see if you can succeed.
You know, considering I literally destroyed the foe that was killing you, a little bit of civility wouldn't go amiss. And how do we do that?
How I long to watch you stumble and fail. But an ancient pact compels me to explain the rite. One simply has to gather the moats about the lake. But beware, we are not without our own defenses.
And what happens if we fail?
Then there will be no Viridian Sentinel. The yoke about our necks for centuries would be freed. Of course, there is one way to ensure the princess does not become the Sentinel. Destroy the Spriggan bud I gave you, and she will fail.
Does that not mean Ilara will die?
It is true. But we have endured a slow death for much longer. Man was not meant to rule over nature. No matter their intentions, they cannot know the will of the woods. The Viridian Sentinel is a mockery of nature's true cycle.
He's dodging it. How would he destroy the bud? Hope the current patch SEO fixes the big fingers crossed.
The torches on either side would suffice. Their flames and your intention are more than enough. You are the one with the power to change this mortal.
I've not tried the new episodes yet, but just trying to think what I was going to say. Oh, we didn't too bad on the old dilithium mine. Getting to the point where it's almost finished. Almost into the home stretch. In fact, we are in the home stretch for the dilithium mine.
I think I'm better now. Gods, what is this place?
It's weird shit. Get it? Weird shit. Get it? Okay, you want to try some, right? Alright. Okay, fine. You want to do this? Vampire time. Yep. There you go. Come on. I think I've got them. Oh, this should be the last one. Come on, get the glowy ball. Yeah, I've got a pig. That was apart from the ice wraith, which I dispatched quite easy. Once I went into Scion mode. How the hell did you get there?
I didn't think we'd be able to pull through at the end, but we did. We did. You can't imagine how this feels. I had no idea Stenwick had this kind of power.
What do you mean?
I can feel the earth. I can taste the wind. It's like every piece of this forest is a part of me. I will remain here, a part of these woods forever. Could I even command the beasts? It seems that it would have been a trivial matter.
Yeah, I would advise not doing that. That would piss them off. So, your injuries, they are cured?
More than that, the rocks themselves give me strength. I feel immortal. Apologies, my friend. This power, it's heady, like a deep, cold pool. Refreshing, but so easy to fall into. I have much to learn, it seems.
Yeah, exactly. You want to work with nature, not against it.
We met only briefly, but the forest will remember your deeds forever. I will make sure of it.
You understand why this one made this decision, yes?
So much has happened to me. It's hard to think clearly.
You will return to Evermore, yes?
No. I belong here, in these woods. Eventually, the Weird and I will come to terms. I see our past and present through the eyes of the Sentinel. There will never be love between us, but understanding is not too much to ask.
Okay. Let's get rid of that nonsense. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. They're not going to be best buddies, but they can at least work together on things. Acceptable. Yeah. Run past them. This is why I like this blood cloak ability. It's just so handy. It really is. Drains my stamina like mad, but it's very handy. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Go away. Hello?
What does Crazy Eye see here? Another sleek walker? Good. These Knights of St. Pellen need all the help they can get.
It's another Khajiit.
Crazy Eye and the other...
Pardon me. Right. But I say, where are my companions? There we go. There's my companions. Let's try this again.
Are you living in a dog's den? Imperial skirmishers have been raiding this camp, stealing the Knight's supplies. This one and friends were just passing through, but the Bandari help when they can. Like Crazy Eye doesn't have anything better to do.
Honestly, I love the Khajiit accent. It's one of my favourites. This one is sure, Knights appreciate your help.
Ah! If the Knights appreciated the Bandari, they'd fatten this one's purse.
True.
Crazy Eye doesn't like to work for free, do you?
Exactly.
Or maybe
No.
since you're not Bandari, they'll pay you. If you want to help, see the Knight Commander Sherilyn.
Well, I will. This Khajiit would talk to the Knight Commander then. I mean, working, but no coin. Feels wrong.
Tell the Knight Commander you want to help stop the Imperial raids. Tell her Crazy Eye sent you too. Tell her this one deserves a little present. Or several presents. Several shiny presents.
If you've ever had a cat IRL, the way that they act, it is, yeah. They've got the mannerisms down right. They really have. A bit of music there. Excuse me, Knight Commander.
There's a sight for a sore eye. Someone who looks like they can spill blood for a righteous cause. The Imperials have just about licked us. I've only got a few knights left who are fit to fight. I've had to recruit Bandari to defend the camp.
So how did the situation get so desperate?
Frankly, this place isn't easy to defend. It was originally just a little two-man outpost, here to guard the road. With enemies to the north and south, we decided to increase our presence here. Turns out that was a mistake.
Why was that a mistake?
For starters, it drew knights away from the garrison. That's part of why it fell so easily. The other problem is that we stockpiled supplies here we couldn't protect. They're gone now, though. One more raid, and we might as well retreat to Evermore.
There's some way Venom can help, yes?
By St. Pellin's beard. Of course there is. Biggest problem right now is the Bandari. I've got wounded knights, but my healers can't heal them without supplies. I know the Bandari are sitting on a bunch of poultices. They need to share.
Please ask Khajiit, you want him to talk to the Bandari?
That's what I was hoping. Old Silverpaws over there is the one calling the shots for them. See if you can convince him to cough up some of those poultices. We've got lives on the line here.
Well, Khajiit will talk to him, one Khajiit to another, and see what this one can do.
Try not to let that Bandari skeeve out of doing his part. Those damn cats have an excuse for everything.
You are paying the Bandari for their assistance, yes?
Of course not. The Knights of St. Pellin set up an outpost here to protect the trade routes. The Bandari's livelihood depends on us keeping martyrs crossing safe. We shouldn't have to pay them to help protect it.
They see it the other way. They see that you should be giving them coin so they can get wares. Excellent. That's the point. How many skill points am I at? Okay, 916, so I'm just over halfway. If it keeps the same pace, I think I'm about halfway through this region, maybe 2/3. See what was.
Greetings. Normally I would take pride in telling you that I am the most worldly Bandari merchant in old Tamriel. I would present you with a lavish display of the amazing variety of goods I have to offer, but I cannot do that today.
Have the Imperials taken your supplies as well?
Not everything, but they did seize some of our goods in the last raid. Me and the other Bandari were busy helping the knights defend the barricades. We didn't see the Imperials slip into our tents and steal our most valuable possessions.
Well, that's just rude of them. I mean, what about poultices? The knights need poultices to heal their wounded.
Do they? Did Knight Commander Sherilyn send you over to ask this of me? Can she not even show Silverpaws the respect of asking herself? Of course not. Either way, we can spare no further supplies. We've given the knights everything we can.
Khajiit understands your frustration, but lives are at stake.
I wonder what the Knights of St. Pellin would do if the scales were tipped the other way. Would they give up their supplies for a group of Bandari merchants? I won't have these knights' blood on my hands, though. I will take the high road.
That is good to hear, and Valen appreciates that. So you'll give him the poultices? Poultices?
Well, there is a thing about the poultices. We do not have them just yet.
What?
The good news is that I had foreseen the need for them, so I sent our herbalists out to gather what they needed, but they haven't returned yet.
Oh, there's always something, isn't there? Why didn't you tell Khajiit this before?
I didn't want to concern you. I thought the herbalists would be back any minute now, but now that I think about it, they have been gone a long time. I hope nothing unfortunate has befallen them.
You know where they went, yes?
They went up to the water. They needed a special algae from the lake. Don't tell anyone, but that's one of the key ingredients in the Bandari poultices. If something happened to them at the lake, though, I don't know.
Alright, very well. Well, Valen will go look for the herbalists by the lake. Right. So, I'm going to find some herbalists so they can make the poultices so we can give them to the other people so that they can go. And then we can go on. Always something in the chain, isn't there? Always is. Now, one day there's going to be a quest that would just be like, look, we needed to save these people. Oh, really? Here you go, have some of this. And it would just be just that. And like that quest in the Alkia Desert, where it was the dog and the bones. It was just like, yeah, gather them all together. And then find out that the dog's enchanted as well, and when it eventually passes, will join its master in eternal companionship. And like, very quick quest, took like 5 minutes, no faffing around, was just self-contained. Yeah, that was a nice little quest. I remember that. It was good.
You there. This one needs a good meeting, Walker. Do you have a moment? My business partner is in trouble, and this one could use some aid.
What happened to your partner?
My partner, Skyward Eyes, darted
Northern Tail, great name.
seeking some ancient magical travel device to get her out of Bankorai.
Why would she do that?
Imperial invaders, perhaps? Giant chains dropping from the sky? Or maybe she just got spooked by a crow.
Fair.
Not sure.
On all points.
Anyway, she ran straight through those Daedra. And this one isn't going after that one. Will you help get her to safety?
Yeah, this one will see what he can do.
Just make sure Skyward Eyes is safe. This one's at her wit's end.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. And of course she's dead by the time I get there, in which case he won't be fine, and we'll blame on the Daedra. Hello.
Deep swimmer. Just wait for one more dive. He came back to find this troll eating all his friends.
Oh dear.
Praise the moons you came along. Did you come from the Martyr's Crossing?
Valen can easily say yes. Silver Pulse sent him to find you.
Ah, Silver Paws takes care of us. He would have been so proud of Deep Swimmer. We made all the poultices he asked for.
Sounds like there's a fight going on.
Now,
So, hang on. Oh, yeah, oh great. Oh, there was a bloody...
Follow Deep Swimmer and don't drop any poultices.
That troll was right by us. Okay. That big skull and crossbones on the compass head in there means that's a world boss. I'm not going to fight it, but I just want to see what it is. If it's spawned. Get my things back. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go that way. I'm going to go around the outside. Hey, what am I talking about? I can cloak. There we go, take a shortcut. And I get the achievement as well. The achievement, the achievement progress. Is anything there? Nope. What about here? There's supposed to be a book around here somewhere. No, that might actually be in the dungeon, so... Okay. Into the ruins. There we go. This is Delve, the Babby dungeon. Yeah, so the companion system would apparently make doing the more public dungeons easier, and because it looks like they're going to be semi-competent. Like if there's only 2 of you and you want to do a 4-person dungeon, your companions will then count towards the 2-person, the 4-person requirements. But how competent they are will be, well, we will see. Either way, this is some guy I'm quite optimistic for. Let's get the sky shot. Oh, am I at? I am at... Okay, I'm at Vampire Stage 4. So what I've got to do is I've got to... see if I can find anything to feed on to keep it topped up. Now, if there's trolls, that's a no-no. Aha! That healer looks nice. I'll have them. Assuming I can, obviously. Oh! Right in their back. Alright, let's try this group over. Wait. Okay, I need to get... There's a sweet... There we go, that's what I wanted. There we go, that's my feet. That's my level 4 topped up. Exactly what I wanted. Ooh, 7 Fleeting Pauldron. Hello, what's that about then? Ooh, that's an interesting one. Episode 4 of WandaVision tomorrow. I completely forgot to watch that on last Sunday. I will try to remember to watch it this Sunday. I've been obviously my show at the moment is obviously I mentioned before, The Expanse, and it's getting to a point where how can I put it? I think the season's about to wrap up. I think there's only 1, maybe 2 more episodes left. I think they said there will be 1 more season. But that's not been confirmed or denied yet. It's not that I've seen. Ooh, Vampire's Lost Shoes. That could come in handy. Cool. Hello? Why is that not? Oh, it's above. Oh, it's the world boss. I was wondering why there's a world boss icon down there, but it's not. It's about there sort of thing. Quite a few people have been telling me that WandaVision is one to watch. And they've generally been right on those kind of things in my opinion before. So again, that's on my... I will watch it when I can remember, when I get the chance to. Enough? Yes, I'm at okay. Oh. Oh, hello. Like the world boss, yep, this is going to help. There you go. There we go. Nice. That's one reason why I always try to check on what if there's anyone at a world boss, because if there's someone there, might as well join in, help them out. What benefits everybody. I think I may have gone the wrong way. Although I did try to fight a world boss solo, didn't do too bad. I got it down to about a third health, a third of its health off. Quite happy with how that went. I mean, granted, it was like pure luck. I don't think I'll be able to do that again for a while, but definitely made me think that you're like, yeah, you know what, this is definitely something with maybe like someone helping me, I could do it. But solo, not quite there yet. Yeah, because some of my gear still needs to be upgraded. It's like some of it's like purple tier, for example. Like, one. Inventory, one. There we go. It's like my weapons, gold tier. The purple, which is acceptable. You know, it's good for, you know, plus my orange tier items, stuff like that. But if I want to take on like world bosses solo, I've got to be on my A game, and I've got to have the best gear and the best build I can. That would be major, and I'm already majorly overkill as it is for this area. Skyward. Oh, no chest. Oh, I'd say that. Yeah, take that, thank you. Excellent. Is that a book? Alright, Skyward.
Ah, good. You are not a Daedra.
Definitely not a
They are
Daedra.
this one's enemies, and must not hear this one's plans to escape the vampire skeevers.
Your partner sent Velen here to find you.
Happy day. Help this one perform the rite that will enable escape from the vampire skeevers. That is why Imperials invade Bankorai, you know. Vampire skeevers.
I will help you, but I don't believe that's the reason why they're invading Bankorai. But what do you need?
This one finds one of 2 runestones needed for Arla Mehera's altar. That is an ancient Redguard device to get the user, me, safely out of Hammerfell. Will good-looking new friend get second runestone? The rune of transit from Southern Tower? Pretty, please?
Well, there's nothing wrong with your eyesight. This one will find it.
This one marks your map to runestone. You are true friend to this one, like Norzan Tail.
Yes, it says the flirting and the flattery will always work. Or perhaps it's just my vampiric charm. Who knows? Who cares? There was actually an option. I remember it was a long time ago. There's like an assassin character, and you actually had like a sort of option to flirt with them, and they're both standing going, well, this is okay. Very much flattered, but it's getting warm in here type thing. It was quite amusing. Ooh, treasure chest there. I love that. After doing this little, and it's a simple chest. But you know what? That's fine. There we go. Right. Only another, well, 338 to go. Okay. Oh, there's another world boss over here. Again, I want to see what it is. One thing I've always enjoyed is that they don't always, generally speaking, unless you really get unlucky, you can't just stumble across a world. I've just seen how many championship points I've got in total. Six. Yes, I am a juvenile when it comes to... Yes, I'm going. I'm going this way. Okay, go that way. Okay. Oh, phew. I thought that was a world boss there. Yeah, you can just about see it there. See, 666. What was that thing that popped up there? Saying, what was that? Oh, I know what that is. That's my I know what that is. That's when my mods. I've just temporarily turned it off. Why is everyone always at the top of the tower? Why can't it be that? Seriously, why would you put a crate like this at the top of the tower? It makes no look. Oh, watch me! That made me jump. Right, you know what? Balls, missed it. Come on, we're going to do the dolmen. Okay. No, can I? That's too risky. Yep. That was painful. Can I get that way? Yes, I can. Because this is another dolmen I need to do. There we go. So at the very least it goes towards the achievement. I'm not expecting great loot from it. I just want to mark them up as I do them. At some point I'm going to need to go through and get all the ones I've missed. But the more I do now, the less I have to do later. Now, I can solo these, but it's more fun to do it in a group like this. Okay.
He'll tear you open and eat your heart raw. His eyes gleam red. His heart will never.
Surprise! There you go.
I am patient, but not
Kimura Pirate Slayer. Ooh. That may have got me something. Apart from that gear. Oh no. There we go. I'm ready to more pirates. Okay. Oh, so it was just a one-off, right? But it goes towards the meta achievement, right? What else there? Nice. Okay, so back to the altar. Take it along here. There's the altar. Oh, that person's claimed the chest, well done.
New good-looking friend has returned with the ruin of transit.
See, such a flirt, I love it. Yeah, here it is.
Finally, this one can flee frightening land of Hammerfell. Now this one performs magic ritual.
Wait, what exactly is this altar anyway?
Focus of Redguard teleportation magic. Very powerful. Exactly what this one needs, I think.
You are sure you know how to do this ritual?
This one knows, sort of. No matter, this one improvises with skill. As for you, perhaps you will stand back a bit, you know. in case.
Right, now what's going to go wrong? Something's going to go wrong. But what is it?
Hello. This one needs to go to a safe place away from vampire skeevers. It works. This one feels it. To Reaper's March, this one goes.
Huh. Well, it did something. It wasn't an explosion. That actually may have worked. I am happily surprised. Right, where's... Oh, you want to try something, do you? Right, okay, fine. That's fine. I need to top up my energy, then you ran off.
So, where is Skyward Eyes? Did the Daedra get her, or did she escape?
Does the Reaper's March count as an escape?
Reaper's March? You're pulling this one's hind leg. Did she say where in... No, wait. Of course she didn't. Well, this one thanks you anyway. To expect a better result would be folly.
This one feels sorry for you. I don't know where she went. Apart from... That's assuming she actually... Yeah, so they're looking at the tracker. The achievement tracker. I've got about 16 more quests left in this region. So I'm about... Yeah, just over halfway. Right, is this because I'm assuming I'm reading that right? Come on, give me that silk.
The herbalists weren't lying, Knight Commander.
How do you know?
This one saw the Imperials with her own 2 eyes.
Headed towards the crossing? How many?
This one didn't count them, but there were many.
Time to make our stand then. Tell the other Bandari to be ready. St. Pellin's blood. I'm glad you're still here.
Okay, what's going on? What's happening?
Fobbing Imperials. I figured we had at least another day or two before they'd be back. The poultice has helped, but there's not a knight here who's ready for battle.
Well, what about the Bandari?
They're here, and right now, I'm damn glad of it. The cats are all carrying Alessian bows too. I just hope those bows still shoot straight. Either way, their arrows will only do so much. If you're willing, I put you on the line too.
Wanting destruction against the Imperials? Where does this one sign up?
The Imperials are coming from the lake, so the worst of it will be at the northeast gate. If you'll plant yourself there and keep them from getting by, we might just make it another day.
Alright, this one will head to the northeast gate. But first...
If I'd been in Crosswitch, I'd have put my...
Do not concern yourself with me. My wounds are only superficial. There are many here in greater need of assistance than myself.
Velen has Michaela Lecky's memory stone.
You do? I was told the Knights of St. Pellin might return it, but with the attack on the garrison, I had given up. This is beyond amazing. I know King Faharajad will be grateful, and you have my personal thanks as well.
Okay.
All Sentinel will be thrilled at the return of the memory stone.
Excuse me.
It is a sacred relic, you know. I will tell the king your name, so he will know who did this.
Now I'm curious. Why is the memory stone so important?
Michaela Leckie was the greatest sword singer who ever lived by many people's estimation, and the stone is a record of her thoughts and experiences.
Ooh.
It will take scholars many years to decipher the information within, but it will be worth it.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it'd be like a living, almost like these memory stones are like they're like almost like holograms. They show the user what the person who created the stone or made the stone, like their thoughts, their emotions, and it's a memory stone. Yeah, you literally can sort of semi-live and experience, or at the very least see what they did. they're very good teaching tools, but they're not exactly a common thing. Right, let's go and give the Imperials what for. Crazy.
If it isn't the five-clawed walker who saved our herbalists, Crazy Eye is very impressed. Are you here to help me fight these dungy Imperial dogs?
Oh, very much so. Knight Commander Hircine said this would be the worst of it.
The worst, or the best, depending on your perspective, Walker. It's your turn to be impressed now. Crazy Eye has her new bow. Together, this one and you will make Imperial pie. Are you ready?
This one is ready whenever you are.
Crazy Eye is always ready. Here they come! Ha ha!
I feel sorry for them. Almost.
Here they come! Don't worry. Crazy Eye has your back. Stand strong, Walker. Crazy Eye sees more Imperials coming.
Well, your eyesight's better than mine, because I can't see diddly.
Crazy Eye, you dungy shaved skin.
It's like, for a raid, this is not that many.
Ha ha ha! They're turning back. Thoughtless fighting, Walker. Sharp claws.
That, I wouldn't call that a raid. That was more... But I can understand that from a gameplay point of view. If they literally had a raid of Imperials coming here, you know, it would be bad for especially like newer players. But I was expecting a few more. Ah, there you go.
Well, that went better than expected. Not one breach of our perimeter. Guess those Bandari are good at something more than just swindling. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. The Knights of St. Pellen are indebted to those cats. To you too.
The thing is, people don't realise I mean, it took me a while as well, but the Khajiit in this, there's several main types. There's the humanoid type, and then there's the more traditional feline type, and both can speak, and both are classified as sentient beings. So you have the tall, big ones like what I am, and then you have the small little, I think they're called like the Alfiq type, which are like more like traditional cats, and they are, you can have conversations with them.
Now's our chance to end this, though. To make sure those raiders never show their faces here again. How would you feel about pressing our advantage?
What do you suggest?
They're in retreat now, but they couldn't have pushed off from the shore yet. I say we burn their boats, or rather you burn their boats if you're up for it.
Well, fire, you say. Khajiit will do it.
That's what I like to hear. You like to fight, don't you?
Yes.
I get that. When I was younger, I felt much the same. Go burn the bastards' boats then. I'll say a prayer to St. Pellen for you, for all of us.
Oh, but then we'll burn those boats and come back. And don't put yourself down. You still got some spirit in you yet. Yes. Oh, hello. There's another world boss down here. I just again, I'm going to fight. Okay, 1.8 million. Nope, not fighting that one. Not going to happen. Granted, the world boss I did fight was close to 1.1 million, but 1.8 is like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Not on my own. At least not today, anyway. Surprise! It appears Satan has manifested. Oh yeah, I mean, wood little bats flying around me. Oh. Yeah, definitely made the right choice in picking the bats. There we go. And burn the boat. Where's the next one? The next one's going to be just over there. I see it. I want to try something. I've been meaning to try this for a while. New vampire skill, mesmerize. I want to see this works. Okay, that's actually not a bad skill to have, at least temporarily. Oh dear, can't be on that person because I've turned him into. Oh dear, that's going to be a handy skill to try out. Can't see myself keeping it permanently, but it will do until I can get that accelerate skill from the Khajiit storyline, which won't be until I get to Thammasit, unfortunately. I might better do it separately. I'll check on the list to see where it comes in the order. If not, then it might be one I might do afterwards, after the main campaign. Yeah, let's just check. Let's just check to see when that's it should be up here somewhere. Go. So that one, close. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it has a predetermined point. So I can do that whenever I want. I might do that off. Let me just check something, see if I've got it on my guide. Bangarang 511. Okay, DLC. Yeah, okay, fair enough. It's not on this, so it's not part of the main storyline, so I can do that whenever I want. I may do that. I have to do that afterwards then, because to show you the skills I can get from it are pretty decent. And I've got my time stop. I can't see myself using that. Imbue weapon, don't really need that. It uses stamina. Accelerate, that's the one I'm looking at. Mend wounds, so that might be beneficial, but I have the healing ring now, so I don't really need that at the moment, but it's nice to have. Meditate. So it might be that one might be not too bad to have. Focus your body and mind into a meditative state, healing for 1,200 health. And so, I mean, I'll unlock it, but I'm not sure if I will take it. But this accelerate doesn't last long. It's only for a few seconds, but it does give me a nice little speed and damage boost. Plus, then I have access to some of these abilities, like the clairvoyance, which will reduce the cost, the spell orb, generate spell charge, blah 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 blah. So by having that on there, it will allow me to trigger off these passives. Plus, also undo allows me to rewind time. So like, tempted. Again, not a huge amount. It's only like 4 seconds, but yeah, I'm thinking after the main campaign's done, I may focus on the Khajiit order for a little bit. And if it looks like it's one of those sort of grindy type ones, then I may do it off stream. But we'll see. We'll see. Also, I want to just point out again, yes, champion 666. I am easily amused. And what I'm going to do is, speaking of easily amused, because you will get rid of those poisons, because I don't actually know Mark him as junk. Mark as junk. There we go. Exactly that. Then what I will do is I will summon my assistants and sell stuff. Go, saw those things. Yep, that's all those gone. Very handy. And my banker.
Greetings.
What's my bank space like? Alright, I've got plenty of bank space. Oh yeah, I'm getting a bit. Yeah, also I'm getting low, but there we go. And let's clear things up nicely. An organised backpack is a happy backpack.
Look at the shape I'm in.
Oh, see, everyone's drinking. Excellent.
The Bandari scouts said they could see the flames from here. Let's celebrate! Actually, I hope you don't mind, but I went ahead and started celebrating. After everything that's happened here, I deserved a drink. Silverpaws did too.
Excellent. Khajiit would like to know, you two are getting along now?
Yes, I think I judged the Bandari too soon. Silverpaws is actually quite a gentleman. Or is it a gentle cat? I just hope he doesn't expect me to pay for this mead. No way. This one's on the house, and by the house, I mean the Bandari.
Okay. Stop the Imperial raid, so that was... Yes, I suppose it's raid as in more the sense of like they're attacking them rather than raid in the way I'm thinking of it. Oh, Sword Styles now rank 4. Marvellous. Okay, where's this person? They are up here by the looks of it.
I have been watching out for you. It must be quite an honor to have the High King awaiting your arrival. King Emmerich thought you would be here ahead of him, but he has waited for you nonetheless.
Sorry, because she'd had some business to attend to. How long has the king been here?
Not terribly long, but long enough that he has formulated a plan of attack. This plan requires someone to take quite a bit of risk. I tried to volunteer for the duty, but he insists that you be the one. So I wish you good luck, my friend.
It is fair. High King knows that I will enjoy this, and he probably doesn't want to put you at risk. He's thinking of his loyal servants, but thank you for your concern. Nice, can speak to the king. Yo! King!
Alright everyone, it's time to start making prep. There you are. If you expected to find us scaling the walls already, I'm sorry to disappoint. Don't get me wrong. We considered taking a stab at it, but without...
That's some nice armor.
...limited numbers, I don't really think that plays to our strengths.
Makes sense. What strengths are you referring to?
Well, let's see. We have this sewer entrance here that the Imperials don't seem to know about. And
what was a sewer entrance?
We have you, of course.
Yes.
I'm thinking to base
Stroke the
our
ego.
attack strategy around that. What do you say?
So you want this one to go in for the sewers?
Yes. Sometimes victory means getting dirty, and that's quite literally true here. A passage in the sewers leads to the gatehouse. If you'll open the main gate, we can get into the garrison without having to scale the walls and lose half our men.
Very well. Valen will go in and open the gate then.
Just so you know, while you're slogging through sewage, we won't be napping out here. We'll go ahead and assault the main gate. It'll create a good distraction. It'll also mean that if you fail, we'll all die. Just so you know.
No pressure. No pressure at all. Oh great, I didn't even see him there. I was not paying attention. So I'm now technically hidden. No, I'm not going to feed on you. Stabby time. Oh, I see. I see what's going on. Oh wait, skeevers are attacking me. Seriously, I'm a cat. Again, I think they don't deserve being fed on. They're not worthy. However, ooh, right in the heart. Those animations with the Blade of Woe are pretty grim. Very grim. Okay. I'm going this way by the looks of it. Again, so I can see if I can go around here. Give him some stab. Still, technically, I'm hidden. I found highly amusing. Go in the steps. Ooh. And get to the gatehouse. So that was nice and easy. Well, doesn't mean it will be easy, but that bit was. Someone's on exactly the same quest as me as well.
Keep pushing! Drive the bastards back or put them down!
Such language.
I quite forgot how it feels. The rush of blood to the head, the sound and fury of battle. So what if I put on a few years? This is where I belong. I'm going to take back this garrison or die trying.
Right, well, if Ellen's with you, what do we do next?
I've captured a few keeps in my day, and I've learned the hard way. Whoever holds the courtyard holds the keep. So I'm going to seal our grip on this space. We should also hit the barracks, though, before the Imperials get their greaves on.
Understood, but please answer, Khajiit. Do you want him to attack the barracks?
Yes, but I'm not saying to slaughter a bunch of half-dressed soldiers. We're not Reachmen for Mara's sake. No, I'm hoping some of our knights are imprisoned there, and you can free them. We need all the swords we can get.
Right, the barracks in.
After we've got the courtyard under control, we'll meet you up there. Oh, and if you see Septima Tharn or any of her commanders, feel free to take them down. I'd love to kill the old witch myself, but you're better qualified.
Well, if Khajiit gets the opportunity, Khajiit will take it. Look. Yep. Bypass all the enemies. Run straight in. See, this is the main reason why I got this. And I'm just gutted I didn't get it earlier. It's like, run through the dungeon. Now, this might be some potential for loots in here. Because this is a barracks after all. It looks like they've already been looted. How dare they? It's very rude. Should at least let me have first dibs. Oh, got some stuff in the crate here, so I'll just spam this. Add some ingredients if nothing else. There we go. Unlock the cell door.
Commander Attius is down the hall. He tortured us. He needs to pay.
Alright. Where can I? Oh, there we go.
One favor I ask. If you see Commander Attius, kill him.
Oh, he's on the list, don't worry. He also appears to be dead. Damn it. I was hoping I could at least try and do some feeding on him, but no. Doesn't work against it. Take that, take that. Take whatever's in there, and one of those. I'm saving my blood silent for... not for these ones, but for someone else. And go. Surprise! And like the Blade of Woe, it's an instant kill. Only takes out one, but you know what? It's fine. Keeps my feeding topped up, which is good. You don't stay at stage 4 for longer. Excellent. Alright, oh, gotta go for this door. Still not spotted that person we need to back for the king though.
It's a damn good thing you came out. I was just about to charge in there and find you myself. If I had died, it would have been your fault. You don't want the death of a king on your head, do you?
And certainly does not.
Gods, I probably shouldn't jest like that. Not around Argella. Poor thing.
Ah,
no
yes.
What these twisted imperial bastards might have done with King Aemond's corpse. He was about to be entombed here when the garrison fell, of course.
Where exactly was he to be entombed?
The royal crypt. All of Bankorai's rulers are buried there, to keep eternal vigil and such. The Imperials are doing something horrific in there. It's where they've formed their last line of defense. Whatever they're doing,
necromancy.
To stop them.
Villain can handle that. Where's the royal crypt?
East, across the bridge behind me. They're just throwing conscripts at us to keep us from getting across. They'll run out of fodder eventually. But if you'll lead the charge across on your way to the crypt, we can take the bridge now.
Alright. Now I'm on it. Now it's up. Here we go. Yes. Take out these scumbags. Seriously, do you honestly think you're going to be able to take me on? Killed gods, Daedra, dragons. You are nothing. There is only one thing I fear in this world, and that's ledges. Seriously, I keep falling off them. Okay, they're spawning there, right? Let's see how it is. Well, this is a boss fight area, isn't it? Yeah. Mini boss fight. Daedra. It's like a crocodile Daedra, which is pretty unpleasant. There we go. Ooh, book. Bankorai Pass is a natural choke point. The only way for an army from Hammerfall to enter High Rock without marching far to the west or north. There have been fortifications here since the early days of the Dairenu hegemony. Yes, I managed to finish one. Follow the path on the right. Oh, fire! No, no, that's not good. This one is right vulnerable to fire.
King's champion is coming, Magus General. Shall we make an example of this fool?
It's not we, Pappas. It's you. I have other matters to attend to. Finish the ceremony first, then deal with the interloper.
Oh,
yes, of course. The Dark Anchors first, then the interloper. Thank you for this honor, Magus General.
Dark Anchors.
Glory to the Empire.
They're doing stuff with Molag Bal. Mother puppets. Do the plane meld. Where Molag Bal is basically trying to yank this world into his. Right. Yeah. He can't take it over. That's basically what those chains are. They're attempting to like grab onto the world and bring part of it into Cold Harbor, where he will do his whatever nefarious schemes, I suppose is the closest way of putting it. Okay.
Glory to the Lord of Brutality, Pappas. Glory to Molag Bal.
Called it! Freaking Molag Bal.
The King's champion is coming, Magus General. Shall we make an example of this fool?
It's not me, Pappas. It's you. I have other matters to attend to. Finish the ceremony first, then deal with the interloper.
Yes, of course. The Dark Anchors first, then the interloper. The garrison is ours. You imbeciles will soon witness the Empire's true strength.
Yeah, you're making a deal with basically the biggest a-hole in town. Well,
Your covenant cannot escape my wrath. You will see soon enough.
I think it's technically we've already smacked Molag Bal around, so. But from his, due to time travel shenanigans, we haven't. But somewhere, across the other side of the world, there's two versions of me that are all starting to converge on one point. Cold Harbor, where we will go there and beat the living daylights out of him. So that sequence, I just remember it now, when we've just like, the kid just sort of like grew and became mega powerful, was like, awesome. It was a long time ago, but it was satisfying. Hiking.
When you went below into the crypts, this foul, icy fog rolled in. The earth shook, and those dolmen emerged from the ground beneath our feet. We retreated here to await your return. The rest you can clearly see.
What's your orders?
I'm afraid the giant Daedric anchors from the sky issue is more your speciality than my own. I'll let you lead on this one.
Well, that doesn't seem very kingly.
A wise leader knows how to delegate, my father used to say. He may have died in his cups, but the man knew his aphorisms. What could be more kingly?
I've given the finger to Molag Bal multiple times in the past, and I will do definitely in the future. I'll destroy the anchors.
Bankarai is mine, mortal. You cannot possibly protect it.
Yeah. Really?
King and Queen will soon be slaves in Cold Harbor.
Not gonna happen. The man who passes the sentence to swing the sword. Yeah, despite its flaws, that line from Game of Thrones is very appropriate.
The garrison is ours! Mark my words. This victory
See, look, they go
will go down in the history books. This is the day the Empire began to crumble.
Knights of St. Pellen, many of your brothers and sisters died here. But
You've read the books now.
purchase of their sacrifice. Be grateful and be proud.
All I will try and say, without paying spoilers in
Come, Margella! Come! Experience the joy of watching your enemies.
the show got some things very, very right, but towards the end got some things very, very wrong. But I mean, even George R. R. Martin said that he realised after he wrote the books that he had the characters' ages too young. They should have been the ages they were in the TV show. So, you know, just sort of like mentally add like 5 or 6 years on. Otherwise, it would be like, you know, Arya would be. I mean, yeah, she's tiny anyway, but the whole point was, you know, she was supposed to be like sort of 15, 16, but in the book she's something like, you know, 11. It's like, hey, it no work. Bangkok Highway Pass. So that's that one. That's the Outer Ruins. Helmstead. One's Breath. Yeah, see, I've still got this area to do as well on quest and that one, but these ones I think are part of the dungeon, so I don't have to worry too much about those. Bangkok Highway Pass, yes. Yeah, I mean, there was some damn fine things in the Game of Thrones show. I'm not going to deny that. The first few seasons were really, really good, and season 8. I think it was something like that. It was one of those ones. I know I can't remember if the amount was the same, but I know he definitely said that he realizes that afterwards he kind of should have made the characters, like especially the Stark kids, a little bit older, but it wasn't enough to, you know, sort of ruin the story. It's just one of those, you know what? Yeah, that actually does make a bit more sense. I can understand that sort of thing. He wasn't sort of, you know, like thinking, oh, I'm going to bring out a revised edition. It's just like, yeah, actually, you know what? In retrospect, it does feel better to make them a slightly bit older. But the one I am looking forward to, whenever it may come out now, I'm looking forward to it, is the Dune. Because there's an RPG coming out for Dune as well, like by Modifius, the same people who did the Star Trek book. So that's like, okay, go on. I am interested, and I've read. Dune was one of the first proper sci-fi series I read as an early teen, I suppose you could say. It's one of those sort of ones you will either read it and think, "Oh my god, this is amazing," or look at it and go, "Well." It is in a way to look at it, it does for sci-fi what the Game of Thrones books did for the fantasy genre. It's that kind of, you know, political intrigue, stuff going on, and, you know, Dune has the sandworms, Game of Thrones has the dragons, and stuff like that. So you can see how the comparison.
Find a way inside.
Yep.
This can't be right. Reachman in the grotto. Why has Hircine allowed this to happen?
Please forgive Khajiit, what is going on?
The grotto belongs to the Glenmoral Weird as a temple to Hircine.
Yeah.
The Reachman got past our watch and turned our bear guardians against us and destroyed our protective wards.
Ooh.
Their leader, Bernark, seeks a Briarheart from Hircine.
This one's curious. Is there anything you can do to help?
Unless the bear spirits power the wards, we can't enter our own temple. Without the wards, the bears are wild, and we can't reach
wild? I think they're bloody livid.
Why he abandoned us. Can you kill the bears and free their spirits?
I feel slightly bad doing it, but please consider it done.
You must be near an active ward upon the bear's death. The ward will empower you when you are close, so the bear's spirit will sense it and know where to go. Otherwise, the spirit is more likely to simply ascend, to be reunited with the earth.
Understood. Right, so I've got to drag them, metaphorically speaking, to the huge rock. So I can't just smack them. I need to get their attention. And then, where's the rock? I'm going to assume it's that big rock in the middle there. This is... Okay. Yeah. I think you're doing it, David. Or is this the one? I mean, is this the one they're talking about? Is this the rock? Okay, this looks like this actually might be the rock they're talking about. Right. Okay. Hello. Come along, bear. This way, please. This way. This way. There we go. Good bear. Okay. Nope. Okay, I might have to turn my... I'm going to turn them off temporarily. There we go. Otherwise they're not going to kill him in the right spot. Hello. Oh, you numpty. Right, yeah, you want to be like that? Fine, I can do that as well. No, that's me being in, that's me being an a-hole. Don't do that, Chris. Yeah, see if there's any more bears down here. Okay, looks like there's some over there. I need to be careful because I don't have all my... There we go. There's a lot of people around it, so I might not be able to... Okay. This way, Pierre. This way, come on. Yeah, on. There we go. Come over here. There we go. That's it. I think that was two. That's it. Come over here. That's it. So how close that to be to that rock? Is it this rock here or is it that big rock there? Okay. So far I've only got one. Oh, I see. I see. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I'm taking them to the same one. I have to drag them to each one in turn. I see. That's why everyone's going, yeah, I'm an idiot as well, because Yep, there we go. Yep, perhaps. Come here, bear. Come on. This way. This way, come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Did that activate? Yes, it did. So let's activate the last ward. Seeing all these bears around you like this is sad. How about these bandits? Fair game. I'll take that chest. And the bird chips. Okay, so let's get this last ward and then I can... This way. Come on. Follow me. Right, let's get my pets back. Screw it. There we go, there goes the energy. That worked out quite well, once I figured out what I was doing wrong. Hello?
The wards are back, and the bears are no longer hostile to us.
Hmm?
Now we'll call upon Hircine, and find out why he's forsaken us. As you restored the wards, you are now a part of the grotto's life too. Therefore, I will ask you to perform a necessary role in our sacrifice.
Wait, what? Sacrifice?
We need a still beating heart. You've offered to assist us? I asked you to be the ultimate sacrifice to save the grotto. You are the key to reaching Hircine.
Wait. So I've just turned up, helped you, and now you want to cut out my heart. Are you, in fact, taking the piss?
No! By rights, I should be the one to take the blade. I'm the one who
Nyroni,
failed.
no! This person has already offered to help us.
Wait. I never agreed.
And I'm the one responsible.
Lene, she's right. The heart of a stranger compared to a self-sacrifice? Hircine is bound to hear an answer.
But we need 3 for the ritual. She can't do it.
The outsider can do it. Only 2 of us are required for the prayers.
I won't allow it.
You've no choice. Do you want this to succeed or fail?
Does this one not get to voice? Hello?
You know we're right.
And I have no choice in this matter. Right.
As much as I hate to admit it, Tyria is right. Nyroni's willing sacrifice is priceless compared to yours. I raised her, you know. We found her abandoned. A lost child that the wood kept safe until we discovered her.
So Nyroni is like a daughter to you.
Much more than that. We're tied through both a familial bond and the forest itself. We may seem callous to outsiders, but we're closely knit. What we ask of you is not to be taken lightly. This is a serious and sensitive matter. Understood?
Well, yes, Khajiit understands.
I hope so. Take this ceremonial dagger. It's well sharpened to ensure swift work. Tyria and I will perform the ritual. Once prepared, you must act quickly to cut out the heart of Nyroni and place it on the altar.
Sounds grim, but this one will do it.
Wyrus Nyroni's sacrifice should be the extra edge we need to call upon Hircine.
Alright. Khajiit, Velen is ready.
Good. Wait for my signal. When the time is right, cut out her heart and place it on the altar.
This feels a bit wrong. I will be as quick as I can and make it as painless as possible.
We're ready. Now cut out her heart. Put her heart in the bowl on the altar.
If this doesn't get Hircine's attention.
A worthy offering. What is it
My
you
prince,
seek?
we seek to know why.
Silence, pray. I speak not to the weak, but to the one who took the heart. This one interests me. Come, speak to me.
Oh, great. Another Daedra who's interested in me. Right.
You are not mere prey, mortal. Yet you aid the weird who still lick their wounds of defeat. Their fall to Branark and his reachmen lost them my favor. To earn it back, you must prove yourself a true hunter.
What do you have in mind?
To start, a hunter's challenge of skill. Hunt my aspects within my hunting grounds, a shade of this realm and my own. Prove yourself worthy of my favor. Only then will you earn the chance to retake the grotto for the weird.
Please, Hircine, mighty Hircine, how does one get to your hunting grounds?
I will place you there. When you've won, if you've won, return to the shrine. I will be there as the spirit of the hunt. We'll discuss your prowess and your final task for the grotto when the hunt is over.
Okay. Also, once this hunt is over, that's when I'm going to be logging out for the night. So this is like a... Right. Speed, strength and guile. Okay, with the strength one I can possibly see that's probably going to be a fight. Speed, it's probably going to be me running. Guile. Ugh.
I'm not sure how much time I have, but thank you for what you've done. My sacrifice is nothing compared to your brave response to Hircine's challenge. Can I help you understand this realm? A place of shadow, hunger, and thirst?
I've been here before, I think. Oh, not here specifically, but no. Tell me about Hircine's 3 aspects.
Strength, speed, and guile. I know them well. He sent you to track them. The Hunter's Test, which I once undertook myself.
Though I've not been dead for very long. I will answer your questions as a final favor.
Oh, thank you. Please tell Khajiit about the aspect of strength.
The aspect of strength takes the form of a bear.
Yeah.
Crouch low to the ground to search for signs of its passing. A creature so large doesn't leave a subtle trail.
Okay. So the aspect of speed, that's probably going to be something like knowing Hircine, a wolf.
The aspect of speed takes the wolf form. You may surprise it within its den, but only if you are careful. Look for its paw prints, which may appear as stars on the ground in this realm.
Okay, so the aspect of guile, that could be one of three things. A bird, like a crow, maybe. A snake. Or maybe something else. Something else. It's going to be... No, that narrows it down. But it's either going to be a snake, a bird, or something else.
The aspect of guile is the hunter.
Oh.
The hardest to track, for he wants
Of course, of the hunter.
his nearness. But every hunter must rest sometime. Seek his camp, and if you are lucky,
The humanoid hunter. The aspect of Hircine. Yes, I should have guessed that. Thank you for your help.
Good luck, hunter. It's time for me to pass on and rejoin the cycle.
Go in peace. Right, let's go back to the aspect of strength. Right. There's the ghosty bit. Oh. Very ghosty bit. I wonder. Yes, it works on those as well. I can stun them. Right. The aspect of speed. This is paw prints. I can see them on the ground. They're glowing. Wolfie. Okay. Now to go and bag a hunter. Oh, spiders.
What's this? A worthy specimen for my collection.
You're not a very good hunter if you're going after the matriarch. Go after me. Oh, you sneaky bugger. Right. Let's go and see what Hircine has to say.
So you've succeeded. Impressive. Few best the aspects.
Well, Velen can only say yes. Oh, what does he need to do to win the grotto?
Already you yearn for the next hunt. I've 2 hunters and 1 grotto. To the victor goes the spoils. Find Brannock and rip the briar heart from his chest. Prove yourself the true hunter, and he the prey. And the grotto is yours.
Alright. Then someone will do it.
Should you prove yourself the victor, bring the Reachman's fledgling briar heart back to the altar. I will speak to you one last time, if you succeed.
Oh, no way, this one's going to succeed. Brannock?
A final challenge for us both. This should be easy.
This may be more of a challenge than you think.
Doubtful. I defeated the weird. I'll defeat you just as easily. The power of the Briarheart will be mine permanently. Soon, I'll retake Evermore, and all the land which once belonged to my people. Your kind will be stamped out, and I will rule all!
These lands will never be yours again.
That's what you think. Come and get me. The Briarheart
this grotto evermore, and all these petty kingdoms will be mine.
No. Velen will stop you. Maybe not right now, but he will stop you.
What happened? Has Hircine asked something of you?
Yes, Velen defeated Hircine's 3 aspects.
You've proven yourself a true hunter. And Brynark? What of him?
As a final challenge, Hircine ordered Khajiit to fight him.
Only one Supreme Hunter would be left. And with Brynark defeated, we can take back the grotto. Go, and luck be on your side. We'd assist, but it would be forbidden.
Understood. This one will be back when he has dealt with Brynark. Brynark, come out and play. I imagine Hircine's getting a bit of a giggle at this hour with Vampire Khajiit is now hinting after this great creature. It just turns out it's me. Also, I need to top up my ultimate so I can. Here we go. Surprise! No.
Your heart is a prize.
What was that? Sometimes it's so funny just taking them out in mid monologue. You will never defeat. But I'm saying, what was that? Was you going to say you would never be defeated? Where is your god now? Under this chest. I don't think Hircine will mind. Nope. There we go. Yeah, Hircine. Got presents for you, mate.
Your victory will be remembered. We could feel the death of Brynark through the earth beneath our feet. Even the insects will not mourn him.
Oh, now that's an insult. Even the insects will go, nah mate, you're not worth it. So Hircine will return the grotto to you?
Thank you for making our sister's death worth it. We're in your debt.
Again?
We still have a lot of work to do. Cleaning out the remaining Reachmen and regaining the full trust of the bears.
How long will that take?
We can feel the connection returning, but there's no telling what damage has already been done, and how long it will take to undo. Now please, return the Briarheart to Hircine.
Yes, one will. Got a present for you, mate.
Ah, the proven hunter. I see you have the Briarheart, torn from the chest of the Reachman. His punishment for failure is to roam the hunting grounds as prey. His chest, a gaping hollow, a reminder of his weakness.
Yes, here, have the Briarheart.
Consider it returned. The grotto belongs to the weird once again. But more importantly, to you. I'll be watching you, mortal. A larger hunt looms in your future. One I'll watch with great interest.
Yeah, so he knows I'm about to go and smack Molag Bol upside the head. Hircine, well, pretty much most of the, I'll say, yeah, pretty much most of the other Daedra do not like Molag Bol. So he's probably thinking, yes, this should be good. Go smack him up. And does this also mean that this grove is now technically mine? Because, you know, your god, your literal god, has said it belongs to me? I have wait. That's a perfect point to end it for tonight. Defeated Brynark and restored the shrine to the weird. They're more my tenants, really. And that's, you know, all of this, mine. Well, technically Hircine's, I'm his agent right now. Yeah, this is where I'm going to log off for the night. Going to be back obviously on Tuesday, usual time, usual game, and then same as before. I'm going to have a look to see if I can do some of the I'll start again. I'm going to look to see if there is a proper chronological point in which to do the Khajiit order stuff. I might do that off stream because I've got a sneaking suspicion it's going to involve me doing lots of backwards and forward stuff, hunting around. But I'll have a look into it. I'll have a look at what the quest lines are going to entail and what I need to do, and if it is what I suspect it is, because I've dabbled in it a little bit on another character, then I don't mind doing it on stream, but we'll see. But in the meantime, I'm going to bid you good night and hope you have a good weekend. Bye bye.